I tell you what, all these women out here looking for a man like you got, and you got the nerve to be mistreating him? Always slick out your mouth, taking who he is and all he does for granted. Lying to that man's face, telling him he ain't gonna find nobody like you. Well, for his sake, I hope not. Why would he even think about falling in love with somebody else who's treating him like you treating him? Baby, he done went to God and prayed for you. And of course he prayed for himself, but he prayed for the relationship between you two. And by the way things are going, he might be kicking himself in the tail because he probably should have prayed before he got with you. Maybe the relationship would be different, or maybe the person would be different. Either way, if you don't want him, why don't you just let him go? Won't you put your theory to the test? Go ahead. Prove that he won't find anybody like you. I tell you what, you gonna wake up one morning hollering, if I coulda, shoulda, while the next woman is showing you how you should have treated him in the first place. And you can call her names, you can say she doesn't have as much, or she don't make as much, or she don't look as good. You know how you do. But I tell you what, she knows how to treat that man. And no, this ain't no threat. This ain't no scare tactic. This here ain't nothing but the truth. You go ahead and take some time to think about it. And instead of you taking me seriously, I bet you sitting up here worried about how I'm saying ain't and got and no and blah, 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 blah. Because that's how you do. You're focusing on the wrong things. You better focus on the lesson and not the words I'm using to get them across. I love you. Be well.
A woman will make you believe you're not the man you are if you let her. You know what I'm saying? Because being unappreciated or being underappreciated is like kryptonite to our masculinity, man.
Tell us the truth!
The worst thing that ever happens to a man is to do everything he can for the people he loves, man, and to go underappreciated or to feel unappreciated at all. We are taught to provide and protect, and it takes all the effort and energy you have to do those things on a daily basis, because it doesn't stop when you're at home. It doesn't stop when you're gone. It doesn't stop when you sleep. It's always on red alert when you're providing and protecting for people. Now, let's take a look at Kai Cenat. Now, he's on here with Tyler, and he's going to do the cardinal sin. He's going to cold approach her on the stream. Now, you may say, well, BOA, he's sitting there with her. How he going to cold approach her? Because she ain't showed him no attraction confirmation. Look at that screen right there. Look where she's sitting at. How far away from him is she sitting? You ever had a woman come to your crib and sit that far away from you? I never have. At no point.
Mm-hmm. Hey. So I can't do Zoe. So my only option is Tyler. Would you like to go on a date with me?
What did you say?
You asked me for real.
Yeah.
No, she wasn't ready.
What's going on with him? I don't know. Personally, I feel like that brother needed help.
Don't do that.
Hold up. We gonna get this woman. What you mean? Why not?
Don't do that.
I'm serious.
Oh, well, there's strikes 2 and 3 right there.
Did you hear what you said?
Whenever you get some free time, would you like to go on a date with me?
What the f are you saying, man?
You can't do that. On a whole live thing.
That is a fair compromise, no?
That is a fair compromise. That's very fair, actually. That's actually a pretty good compromise right there.
Why not? It's true or dare.
Now, let me tell you something. This is what happens when you don't know how to separate real life from clout. When you so caught up in social media personalities that you don't know when you sit with a real person that don't want to live out their lives on social media. Tyler's young and she's probably got great people around her. But so even being in the industry, she don't want to live out her personal life online. So she simply told him, man, you're a weirdo for even asking me that right here. She was shocked. Did you see the shock look on her face, man? She was shocked that he would even do that. That he would ask her that on live, because people think real life is a game. It's a game to him to say, okay, will you you want to go on a date with me? Can I take you on a date? Blah, blah. Man, all he had to do, she's literally telling him, all you had to do is wait till you got off live. We probably could have kicked it tonight, maybe. But he's ruined that opportunity now because he's a lot of these guys aren't self-aware.
Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way.
Yo. Guys.
And here we go.
But we're friends, though.
But we friends, though. Now I want you to look at the look on his face right there. He just got shot down. That's the look of a man who just got shot down. And you got these fools out here telling you, do what you're supposed to go for. You're supposed to go for this. It makes you tougher. It makes you, nah, man, it makes you immune to even being proud and happy with yourself. You have to dumb down your attachment to yourself to just keep throwing yourself out there, man, to deal with this kind of rejection right here. Listen, and this wasn't bad. She ain't disrespect him. She let him down easy is what they call it. She just told him no and told him we still friends. You know what I mean? And that's not what he wanted to hear. When you ask a woman to spend time with you, you better be sure that that woman wants to spend time with you. And you can't do that if you cold approach it, not effectively and efficiently. So I just want y'all to understand, when you see this man cold approach like this, you know he done messed up. And that look on his face, that little sheepdog look on his face, says he knows he done messed up too. You understand? I want y'all to understand something. You must remember that when you believe that the rules don't apply to you in the game, you're going to be on the bench. You ever saw an NBA player around the floor and just start running with the ball? He ain't even dribbling it? Nope. Because he already know. Not only is this is this going to be called a violation and the ball is going to the other team, but your coach finna sit you out for the rest of the game. Probably send you to the locker room. You probably finna get cut the next day. And so I want y'all to understand that you got to live your life in a way as a man where you stand on principles. You got to be standing on these principles. You can't play games. Like, there's principles out here. When it comes to dating and relationship, man, there's the ism and there's dating principles. If you don't know either, then you're going to do what Kai did. You just going to, I guarantee this girl hadn't shown him any energy at night that she was into him, but he's so unaware. These guys just go out. They don't even pay attention to if a woman is paying any attention to him, getting him in attraction confirmation. They just blindly go and talk to women who don't want them. That's what cold approaching is blindly going to talk to women who don't want you. It is rare. It is very rare, because 9 times out of 10, when you cold approach a woman, man, you don't know what she got going on. You know what I mean? But this is what happens. Now, here's Kai. He's doing very well for himself. You understand? Very popular, getting good money. And still, this young chick right here, who seems to be one of his peers, his age group peers, simply said no because the approach was bad and it was cold. It just don't work, bruh. It ain't worth it. The odds of the cold approach are so low that you just shouldn't do it. It's not a successful tactic. That's what I want y'all to understand. Cold approach is not a successful tactic. The odds are low. Let's say you talk to 10 women, you get 2. That's 20%. I don't deal with investments, and I don't want any parts of any endeavor that only gives me a 20% chance of a return on my investment. I don't want that. It's like me loaning you $10 and you give me 2 back and I say we straight. No, bro, it don't make sense. That's why when you're out here as a man, you got to build yourself into a man. You got to build yourself into masculinity so you'll understand these things. And these aren't things that you got to read about. These are things that take place in your psyche when you become a true man, when you become a masculine man who values himself above everything that he has and everything that he does. Just that I was born as a magnificent dude. I was born as a magnificent baby that grew into a magnificent toddler, that grew into a magnificent preteen, that grew into a magnificent teen, that grew into a magnificent man. You understand me? And that's what I want y'all to understand. That's the goal out here. That's what we all need to be striving to do. Not blindly cold approaching some chick who up in your crib, dog. You understand? You mean tell me what you do in your crib when you normally got a girl over there, you ain't on stream? What you do? Y'all just sit down like this? You should have been able to tell from time you walked in the room, dog, if she was gonna get down, and she was gonna like you like that. But man, most of you guys don't even know the game. I'm done with this one. Like this video on your way out if you enjoyed the content. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. When you subscribe, click that notification bell. Make sure your notifications are on so you can be alerted to when I upload some more of this prism of the ism. And as always, alphas up, betas down. Peace.